I was particularly struck by the spiritual emptiness of Europe, knowing that less than 2% of most European countries would be considered Christ followers. And I was compelled to go. I was in a conference one time where George Murray, he said this, he said, "Many are willing to go, but planning to stay. Few are planning to go and willing to stay." And Kathy and I just looked at each other and we knew that we needed to go. And we spent 7 years in church planting in France, so when we had to come back to the States, I knew I had to be part of mobilizing people, prayer, and resources to finish the task that remains in Europe today. My passion in working with ECM really surrounds the focus that ECM has on church planting, to establish and develop reproducing churches that evangelize and disciple the peoples of Europe. That's what I am passionate about, and that's what ECM's mission statement is about. And that really is the essence of the Great Commission, to make those disciples and to see people coming to Christ. That's my passion for seeing workers raised up for the harvest in Europe. I was particularly struck when I visited Ron and Brenda Anderson and got to see firsthand the ministry that Brenda has in the prisons near Madrid. I was struck the night I arrived. Brenda was bringing home a gal who had been released from prison, who had been part of her Bible study. And when I learned that she had 40 women in her evangelistic Bible study in the prisons, and this gal was a fruit of that, and she had nowhere to go, Brenda was the first one to bring her into their home so that they could get her transferred or transitioned back into society. I was tremendously impressed by the dedication and commitment that not only Brenda, but all of ECM workers have around Europe. And I'm just excited to be part of what God is doing in Europe. The stories that are coming out of Europe excite me. And I hope to see us in the United States raise up more and more workers for this task. I would love to see 20, 30, 40, 50 people a year going out to Europe in missions from the United States. And that's what I dream about. It's what I live, eat, drink, and sleep. And I'm excited to be part of that. And I want to see Europe retaken with the gospel of Christ.